Yo, homies, as always, thank you guys so much for clicking on the video. Hope that you guys are having a dope day. Listen, man, don't let the sense of fear slow you down from going out there and being great, because remember, your mind can play the most tricks on you. Sometimes your mind can be your worst enemy, all right? Okay, so I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I'm loving this freaking mod. Now, we gotta go over some things. You guys know when I get something to change up the mechanics on how I play to come up with different unique ideas, I'm gonna tell it to you guys because y'all are the homies, y'all are the fams. So I gotta let you guys know how rolling guard works. So on top of you rolling, and whenever you roll, you get 3 seconds of invincibility, and it clears all status procs off of you with a 7-second cooldown. I gotta show you guys the mechanics on how you really implement this mod for higher level gameplay, and just the things that I do with this mod period, with different ideas on how you can make this mod your own, right? Because this is one of the greatest things for me. So rolling guard, what it basically is, you'll see it up there top right. Your health is then gonna go kind of silverish gray whenever it's activated. That means you're invincible, right? That means nothing can touch you. You can stiff arm. Whoopsie. You don't have to deal with life for those 3 seconds. But it's so many ways on how you can implement this, and so many different frames, that this kind of change the meta for how I build, that I'm going to put this on. Now right here, as you can see, I'm going to roll, go invincible, shoot at my feet with an explosive weapon. Boom, boom, pow. Everything dead. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different ways that I want to show you guys on how to implement this. You can be slick. I use this to completely make nullifiers upset. It's so many different ways. So what I'm showing you guys right here is that Saren has the best aggro pulling move in the entire game. It's completely hypnotizing to when you activate your molt. Enemies cannot focus you. No matter how close you are to those enemies, they are forbidden to shoot at you. They focus your molt. So what happened is, when you have something like that, you can just throw out molt. I don't need survivability at all, so I took off my survivability mods and just switched up the whole thing. So what you have right here is the fact to where I can just roll, get a free cast of my ability, because you all know one of the biggest problems in Warframe is whenever you cast an ability and then you go down, but then the ability comes out. Now I can negate that. It's a weird little band-aid, but I like it. You know what I'm saying? I like these things. The rolling is so good, I can roll into your girl's future. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. Whoopsie. Her DMs was open. All right? Now, it's a lot of different frames that you can use this mod on, but there's some frames that it shouldn't be used on. Like, for instance, like a Mirage, because she has faster rolling than everybody else in the game, so you really wouldn't get the full benefit out of this one as well. So the thing is, when you run into certain things like this, remember, rolling gives you 75% reduced damage, and it takes away all status procs. That means if you have a slash proc, toxin proc, fire proc, dealing with Lotus leaving you proc, annoying ex-girlfriend proc, bad grades in school proc, you can just roll and get rid of all of that. So that's the really dope part about this freaking mod, and it completely changed my playstyle, right? So if you do crazy high endurance level runs, right, for the people out there, because I know some people have selective hearing, if you do crazy long endurance level runs, or just really high level period, what happens is that you know that armor means nothing, and that's why I don't get along with armor in the game, because the scaling of enemies completely laughs at armor at high level. The next thing is survivability mods means nothing at high level anyway, because you're just going to get one shot. It doesn't matter what. But this mod counters all of that. I can do so much to really get in close with the enemies, kind of always make sure that I get my my abilities to go off correctly without fearing of dying. It's really, really amazing, right? The next thing is that certain frames can really take this mod to the next level. And that's what that's other stuff that I'm gonna have coming out, showing you guys different frames that can really take advantage of this. So you guys know one thing with me is that I always try to stay inside my zone, do my own thing. I hate doing other things that other YouTubers are doing. So one thing I want to tell you guys with this, from a playstyle perspective on how you can understand mechanics and make this better, putting this on a limbo, going into his playstyle and getting the setups to go off with your cataclysm to really get rid of damage, because limbo takes 2 seconds to cast. Unless you have on natural talent, you still have an extra second. I feel like personally, every single invisibility frame should have this at crazy high level. So you can go up in there, you can deal with nullifiers, you can get away from toxin procs like a Loki or everything like that. If I see a Loki with redirection and help mods on, Rio, I think he had enough. Okay. God, that triggers me because it doesn't do anything for you. It's so low and it's terrible scaling. But if it's your playstyle, then do it, bro. You feel me? The next thing is on certain frames, it really helps really push their survivability to the next level. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. There are some frames that shouldn't have it because they don't have any space on their build to actually fit something like this in there. You know what I mean? But there's frames like Saren that can completely take advantage of it. So let me tell you guys the formula to what you're going to need to really see if you're going to use this mod. So if you get somebody like Saren with a god tier aggro CC ability, which is going to be your freaking molt, you can actually keep that survivability up because molt is such an amazing distraction and it's recastable and it gives you time to get your abilities out, and enemies aren't supposed to be alive that long anyway to where you need to recast molt unless you're at insanely high level. The next thing is if you really need to cast molt at insanely high level, you're going to jump all the way in the air, but you're going to roll, and remember you can roll it and activate it in the air or on the ground. So either way you're going to be completely fine. The next thing is when you have an invisibility frame like Ash and your invisibility is about to run out, you get down to the 1 second, you instantly roll and then your invisibility goes off, you're invincible and enemies are shooting you, but then you get a free cast to go right back into your invisibility. And that's what I'm trying to teach players, that it's all about mechanics and understanding fundamentals when you can put these things together into playstyles. Now, if this mod doesn't work for you, it's because that's not your type of playstyle. You kind of like don't react. You're not a reacting type player. That's the type of player that I am when I play the game. I react very quickly to things and I kind of pay attention to timers and how things are counting down. Now, when you put this on a limbo, it becomes freaking amazing. You have this on a Volt, you put this on a Frost if you're doing a Frost defense. Now, a lot of people are like, why would I put this on a Frost when I could put my Help mod to add to my Snow Globe? If you think you should stack Help mods into a Snow Globe at an insanely high level, yeah, you've never played it, because only thing you need at an insanely high level is going to be your 3 second of invincibility. The thing is that certain enemies can hit Frost in between his cast of snow globes right before it goes up. So if you want to roll, you want to go pick somebody up, you can do all of that, but just do the timing correctly. If you want to just go out there and cast your avalanche, which is your 4th ability, you roll and then activate it to where you're completely invincible. So when I'm looking at this mod, and I'm looking at the playstyle direction to how we can switch it up for me with a lot of different frames, it makes it to where I'm a lot more comfortable with being a little bit more reckless with the things that I can get away with now. So it can completely change it up for you. Now, on my Ash build, I completely switched it out as well, but you don't have to have it, but it's a safe haven. You know what I mean? And then, like, let's say you're rocking something like an Ivara. If you're using Ivara at high level and toxin procs and everything comes through, you're going to be rolling anyway. You're going to be rolling with a Dabaran. The only thing that's going to happen is that you're going to remove the toxin procs, and you're completely fine and get yourself out of danger. What I'm trying to do is help players understand that you can unbutton the top button of your muscle shirt and become a different playstyle type of player. See, what I've noticed most people do, especially in videos and just people's playstyle in Warframe, is that everybody plays very slow. They just go, they get shot, they'll cast their armor move, whatever it is that they need to do. But you can switch up your playstyle and take away necessary mods that you think for you is necessary, like help mods. You can completely expand your build, like I made a video about that. You could completely change it. Now, for a lot of people who don't understand how this goes, now I just want to let you know, whoa, now you got a little too much chip on your dip. You got to really practice this mod, okay? You can't just sit in the semi-locker room all day and just think that's the way how things goes, but it's really, really great. I'm bringing this to you guys because I feel like it's a mod that could completely change the way on how you play the game, okay? Now, before you use this mod, you was probably the type of dude that when you're coming out of the refrigerator that closed the door with your hip, okay? Now, after using this mod and developing a new playstyle, you're going to be slamming that door with your feet. You're going to kick it closed. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I hope that you guys enjoyed this because it's such a great mod for me. Now, what I got planned for you guys tomorrow for the next video, you guys are about to see this in high freaking pace momentium. Okay, new word of the day, momentium. It's basically moving real quick and activating it and paying attention to your timers as you're doing everything. Now, if you guys ever want to see me use stuff like this whenever I'm streaming over on Twitch, you guys can definitely come through and show some love. It's all great support at the end of the day. You guys are amazing and I love you guys. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, man. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up because you guys are freaking amazing. Let me know if you use rolling guard. What frames do you use it on? And would you like me to do a video of the top 5 frames or so that it's best to use on? But at the end of the day, thank you guys for watching. After you start using this mod, you're going to stop closing the refrigerator door with your hip. You're going to unbutton the top button of your muscle shirt. You're going to roll into Walmart and get a rollback price on your favorite food. You're going to hit somebody with the whoopsie. You know what I'm saying? You're going to tell people, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa now. You got too much chip on your dip. All right, let me get out of here. I don't know what the heck I be talking about. Hey, Rio, you know you're annoying, right? Bro, why do you always have to have something to say when I finish the video? Why? Like, what's your problem with me, bro? Man, I don't like your face, bro. If we keeping it 100 Rio, I don't like your face. I don't like the way you breathe. I don't like the way you blink. I don't like the way you sniff for air. I don't like the way you say words. I don't like nothing about you. I don't like the way your collar is buttoned. I don't think you realize that you look like Jigglypuff. You built like Scooby-Doo off of the Mystery Machine. You know what I'm saying? Next time you want to talk to me, get out my face. Get out my face, Rio.